story of Lay's chips. After losing his job at the biggest food processing company in town, one man made a decision that would change snack history forever. He struck out on his own, never imagining his small gamble would evolve into one of the world's most dominant food empires, generating billions every year. This is the story of Lay's chips. Early life. Herman Lay was born in 1909 in Charlotte, North Carolina, to a modest middle-class family. His father worked as a bookkeeper, while his mother cared for the home. There was no clear path laid out for Herman, but from an early age, one thing stood out. He had a natural gift for sales. As a boy, he ran a soda stand so successfully that he ended up hiring neighborhood kids to work for him. That early taste of entrepreneurship planted a seed. But Herman wasn't content to follow a traditional path. Even with a full athletic scholarship, he dropped out of college more fascinated by the business world than textbooks. He landed a job at Sunshine Biscuits, a company producing cookies, crackers, and cereal. It looked like the start of a stable career, until the Great Depression of 1929 wiped out jobs and slashed incomes across America. Herman, only 20 at the time, suddenly found himself unemployed. That hard lesson taught him to never rely on just one source of income and to build something he could truly control, a side hustle with potential. By his next job at Bartlett Food Company in Nashville, Herman had begun experimenting with a product he carried in the back of his Ford Model A. Potato chips. Though chips had been around since the 1850s, first popularized in Saratoga Springs, New York, they weren't a nationwide phenomenon. That changed in 1926, when a new packaging method using wax paper bags kept chips fresh for days. Suddenly, potato chips weren't just a novelty, they could be mass-marketed as a portable snack. Herman immediately saw the potential. Customers loved the bags of chips he brought on his sales route, and he realized this was more than just a side hustle. Betting on himself, he secured a bank loan to start his own company, H.W. Distribution Co. Within a few years, he raised $40,000 in stock sales to buy the entire Bartlett Food Company outright. It was a bold move, one that even worried his investors. Some feared the risk would destroy them. But Herman was determined. He envisioned potato chips as an everyday treat for ordinary Americans. His first Lay's bags sold for just 10 cents. Marketing genius. Demand exploded, forcing Lay's into mass production. But with competitors popping up everywhere, Herman knew marketing would be his greatest weapon. In 1944, Lay's became the first snack company to advertise on television. Later, they even hired the actor who played the Cowardly Lion in The Wizard of Oz as their spokesperson. One iconic slogan, "Betcha Canti, eat just one," cemented Lay's America's potato chip. But Herman didn't just rely on catchy ads. He pushed innovation, introducing crinkle-cut chips that resisted breaking inside bags. And most importantly, he secured rights to a revolutionary flavoring method developed by Irish chipmaker Joe Spood Murphy. This process allowed seasoning to stick to chips during cooking, unlocking a new world of flavors. The first two, cheese and onion, and salt and vinegar flavors that remain classics today. The Frito-Lay merger. By the 1950s, Lay's dominated the potato chip market. But one major rival remained. The Frito Company, makers of corn chips, like Herman Fritos. Founder C. had started small selling chips from his mother's kitchen in the back of his car. By the early 60s, Frito was outselling Lay's by 30%. Instead of waging a price war, Herman proposed a merger. In 1961, Lay's and Frito joined forces, forming Frito-Lay, the first true national snack brand in America. Even better, Herman secured his position as CEO of the new company. Frito-Lay quickly rolled out new products: Doritos, Funyuns, and Munchos. Among them, by the mid-60s, it was clear Herman had built a snack empire. But he wasn't done yet. PepsiCo and global domination. In 1965, Herman Lay met PepsiCo's CEO, Don Kendall. Together, they envisioned a powerful alliance between food and beverages. On the back of a napkin, Herman sketched out a proposal. The result was the creation of PepsiCo, a merger that gave Lay's global reach and financial backing to dominate snack aisles worldwide. Today, Frito-Lay employs over 55,000 people, producing enough potatoes each year to stretch from the earth to the moon and back. In 2021 alone, PepsiCo generated $85.5 billion in revenue, with Lay's accounting for 41% of the potato chip market. Walk into nearly any convenience store in the U.S., and up to 80% of the snack shelf space belongs to Frito-Lay brands, from Ruffles to Pringles, Doritos to Cheetos. The empire Herman built is everywhere, and Lay's global success comes not just from scale, but from adapting to local tastes, with over 200 flavors worldwide like nori seaweed in Japan, sabritas in Mexico, and Walkers in the UK. Lay's has mastered the art of making a local snack feel universal. They even run contests, offering up to $1 million for fans who invent the next great flavor. Legacy. Herman Lay transformed a $2,000 loan in the trunk of his car into one of the most powerful food companies on earth. He served on PepsiCo's executive council until his death in 1982 and left behind not just a business, but a legacy of innovation and philanthropy like the Lay's Scholarship, designed to inspire the next generation of entrepreneurs. Legacy. From a soda stand in Charlotte to supermarket shelves across the globe, Herman Lay's journey is a story of vision, persistence, and the snack that conquered the world.